How's it going, everyone? So I am driving a 2013 Chevy Silverado, and the customer's complaint is that the transmission doesn't feel right. Well, I am going 30 miles an hour because it won't go any faster now. It drove fine for about 10 minutes. It's not setting any codes, which blows my mind. Did you hear that? Yeah, I think this transmission's cooked. Well, I made it up to 37 miles an hour, but then all of a sudden, see the RPMs? Yeah. I am assuming that noise is coming through on the video. Now we have a check engine light. But I think it just went into limp mode, which is good, because then I can get back to the shop, I hope. Of course. Yeah, there's somebody coming here. Go, 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 go. There you go. Alright. Yeah, I think it's in limp mode now. It just jammed itself into a gear. Alright. Let's get back to the shop. Let's scan this thing for codes. But you heard that noise? Yeah, something's drastically wrong with this transmission. So, just weird. I had no codes before. All right, let's get back to the shop. Okay, back at the shop. I'm actually pretty impressed I made it back. Yeah, so let's see what's going on here. So as you see, I already did a scan, but the engine controller and training controller did not have codes beforehand. So let's back out of this, because it won't show a new code that pops up. Like, you have to rescan it. Now it should show a code. Engine tranny. Okay, so now I'm going to pause this. Alright, so let's go to report. Okay, I don't care about the other codes, so that's why I paused it. Alright. PO700 means, in the engine, means there's a transmission code. That's all that means. Pressure control solenoid 3 stuck off. Okay. I'm surprised there's no other codes in this thing. You heard the noise this thing was making. It was really dramatic. No, I never did check the transmission fluid. Like I said, customer's complaint was there's a transmission problem. Didn't explain more than that. So usually in a situation like that, is I like to drive them first and feel them out, just see what they feel like. I mean, they drove it here, so it shouldn't be a big deal. First things first, I think this thing should have a dipstick. I believe so, because if I'm not mistaken, this is a 6-speed. But that noise you heard, that's almost like clutches that are grinding internally, so I'm going to think the fluid is probably cooked. So let's go up underneath the hood and let's actually check the fluid level. All right. Oh, I can smell it from here. Wow, that's burned. So usually what I do... Whoa! Woo! That is cooked, cooked, cooked. I think you got to see some nose hair there, right? Anyway, yeah, that fluid's cooked. So, what are we going to do here? Well, I can also feel that it's got a broken motor mount. So what I want to do is I want to get it inside. I want to give the truck a look over. You know, basically look at everything. Look at brakes, look at tires, look at suspension, stuff like that. Because I already know it's going to need a transmission. Without a shadow of a doubt. It's going to be no point in even getting into that solenoid stuck off. It didn't have that code before. It probably did that purposely to put it into limp mode. But with the fluid being cooked, The only thing that can cause that smell is clutches being burned up. So, and that was probably the noise you were hearing, was that noise was probably, it's almost like grinding brakes. Similar inside a transmission. It uses friction material like brakes do. I'd be willing to bet now that it heated up, it just created that issue. It's probably already there, but whatever. I hope you understand what I'm saying. Yeah, so let's get inside. Let's give it a good once over, and then go from there. So underneath this thing, everything looks okay from what I could tell. Just a quick general inspection. The brakes themselves look okay. The front end feels tight. I don't see any like gap in the ball joints to even warrant checking them. I don't hear any noise. I do see an oil leak. Now, this oil leak could be from these lines right here. This gasket has a tendency to go bad in between the cooler lines and that. But I'm also going to suggest that when we have it apart, there's a plate at the back of the motor where the rear main seal sits, and that plate, the gasket for that plate, has a tendency to start leaking too. So we're going to inspect that when it's apart. So really, there's nothing else. I took a look at the universal joints. Everything seems fine. Nothing to be concerned with. I see what looks like some seepage possibly starting, because if you see the discoloration here, that's usually seepage. See, it's not as pronounced on this side. You can actually see this. It's usually seepage from the axle seals. I'll mention it, just say, something to consider in the future or to keep an eye on, but it's nothing that we're going to worry about for right now. Yeah, so that's kind of it. Really not much more we're going to do with this. All right, so gonna work up some prices and give the customer a call and go from there. But that's pretty much going to end this video. So, all right, well, hopefully you got something out of that video. If you did, hit that like button. If you could, please subscribe. All right, guys, have a great day. Keep wrenching.